Phil Shades, for your host Charlotte Wayne, cover who an episode of Rank Code. Yep, that's the name of the game.
I was about to say, why'd you say it like that? This is your series, and you said it like you had no
listen,
idea what
okay,
it was
I'm
called.
playing a game that's also known as Code Vein. So,
right.
literally just
There's a lot of
games
that are just like similar to this. So, but yeah, I can get it. I get it.
I've been here once before.
Well, I guess if he says we can go in, let's just
Check
do it.
this out.
It'd be funny if she's like, wait, you're into guys too?
Right.
It's like, cause like they've always taken us into like these relationships that we have like they're like, are you two dating? And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, well, what did I say that included that?
Right. I'm actually gonna look up something real quick because I was talking about something recently. Because I was talking about like how Michael Jackson, even though like he was great and everything, a lot of other like very popular hit songs I think were ghostwritten by him. I'm looking up this one.
You said Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
The pop star.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I was talking about like his career to other people about like our favorite musicians, and like obviously we got to Michael Jackson because everyone loves him. But anyways.
I mean, I don't think I listened to any of his songs. I clearly just know him for the hoo-hoo, or no, he, that's it. And
honestly,
the moonwalk. That's literally, I just know him for the meme. I don't even know any I know Thriller.
But that's enough.
That's the only thing.
That's enough. Right. But he is very talented. Like, obviously, like, the best musical genius to, be in the last century. But I was also talking about, like, how he ghostwrote a couple other songs. So, but I couldn't think of one, and then one just came to my mind that I thought it was. Oh, you go ahead with the game, I'm sorry.
Visiting me right around now? I just planted a melon seedling in the pot.
I joke about, like, I'd lay like this in front of someone and just be slacking off. Like, you know the generic picture of slacking? He's like the giant guy who's just laying on his side, scratching his back or something. Like, that's how I don't think it is sexy at all. So, like, I will lay that way in front of people and be no big deal. But I will admit, it is a bit intimidating if you just come to someone's house and they're just laying like this, and it's like, hey, yeah, you let me in, but, were you sleeping, meditating? Did I interrupt something?
We'll have some juicy melons in about 6 months. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, nice.
Wow, he's just as suspicious as always.
Yeah.
There isn't a single security guard. Don't you think that's kind of careless given the situation?
Why? I mean, yeah, he's the CEO, but why would anyone go after him? I mean, there's plenty of reason. Even if they didn't blame him, there's still a decent reason to have guards. Like, like he is a big figure. Maybe he's not known. Maybe he's like maybe he's the shadow leader. Like, he's not like the publicly known one.
Right.
Any hired
That's
security
how it happens with a lot of things.
would
A
likely
lot
be
of like
spies
the
or
world's
hitmen.
richest people aren't like actually known by the public.
Oh, okay. So he's saying that his body, like, the people he'd hire would just be stabbing him in the back. It's like, yeah, but couldn't they already, like, if you don't hire them, couldn't they also still stab you in the back if they know you don't have security? That's like, yeah, I need new security. I don't have any bodyguards. What's your credentials? And they're like, oh man, I did so much. And then he's like, sorry, I can't trust you.
That's our credentials.
I can't trust you, man. And then they're just like, okay, I'll leave. And then the next day they come back and they're just like having a camera, and it's like, well, he wasn't lying. He had no security. Like, the idea of a spy just seems like maybe he doesn't disclose that he has no security, since that would make more sense. But the idea that you're saying I need security, and then you're like, I won't hire them. They're gonna backstab me. It just depends on how much information it gives up.
Humans cannot be trusted. I leave security in the care of machines. Naturally, they're made by Amaterasu Corporation.
He's literally like
Okay,
turns.
he just has
like we were
turns
talking
from
about
Portal.
turns.
Cool.
Right.
I mean,
It is
that's not a worst idea. Like, you can't, you can hack into a turret, but, like,
You could.
and technically...
I mean, it depends. Could you?
Yeah,
I mean, in media, you can. But I think that's,
Yeah.
like, assuming that it has, like, a network connection or something.
True.
If anything,
If it doesn't have, if it's not, like, connected to the internet, right,
remote.
and it has to be manually controlled, it means he's controlling it, or he has someone on the take. Which could be
Or it could just, like, be
Hellsmile.
pre-programmed.
Which would be funny, because if
do
he had
things.
Hellsmile as his security, could Hellsmile just be like, bruh, I'm done with your shit, I'm just gonna let the next guy come in and not alarm anything. I'm not gonna set anything off.
Right, we're just gonna fucking...
You were only able to enter so easily because I programmed security to let you in.
Oh, okay, so it's
So
okay,
it is
so it's
programming. Like,
Yeah.
okay, that's what I figured.
I see. Thank you.
Don't be a stranger. We're friends after all. Although, I didn't expect you to bring your girlfriend.
God damn it, can everyone shut up about this? I do not have a love life, and this is not one of them. Even if I did have one.
I'm from Etheria Academy. I'm...
Kurumi Wendy, right? I know you. You're the city's only informant.
I also heard you're from that chain
Yes,
of restaurants.
That is like a large target on her back if the, like...
Oh,
if the
yeah.
CEO fucking knows already. It's just like, he's one word away from getting rid of the only informant in Amaterasu.
I mean, he wouldn't want to get rid of her just because,
That
like,
is true. Like, from what we know so far, he wouldn't want to.
there's
so
no
far.
motive. Like, he wants us to,
Right.
to stop the peacekeepers,
help.
and that's our goal.
Right.
Like,
That is true. But that's what I was saying, like, he doesn't have any reason right now.
yeah.
But, like, end of the game, like, get rid of her. Like, that could happen also. So,
Yeah.
I love this
I'm just-
city, so I
wait.
know everything about it. Naturally, since you live here, that includes you. Isn't it obvious?
I know he didn't say this, but the fact he said he knows everything about the city just makes me think he knows what all the he knows everyone's underwear color, which is the pervious idea that comes to mind. But it's just like the idea he can be like, I know what you're wearing. It's pink, and then she just looks like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Really?
Wait, what did he say? Naturally live. Oh, wait, naturally, since you live here, that includes you. Isn't that obvious? Yeah, I guess.
I
Like,
mean,
if
I
you have
guess.
if you have a list
but
of
do you
the
actually
populace,
know, like, every single individual citizen? Like,
like if you
you
has
just,
like
like,
a
know
phone book
everyone
of
by
people,
their first
and everyone
and
has
last
their own
name throughout
bio.
the entire city.
Like,
What?
there's just a phone book of people, and he has a bio for every single one of them.
Yeah, he's just like, he's just the entire city's stalker. He's literally stalking
do you
every single
really know
civilian in the
everything
city.
about-
Just
I mean,
being
if he's
like,
a stalker,
my people."
right, he'd probably be the best kind of stalker, because, like, you'd always see him
doesn't
coming
have to
with that
actually-
purple suit and that mask. Like, you'd see him a mile away.
Yeah.
No, that's assuming he
He's
doesn't
more
use
like an online
drones because he
stalker
is
kinda
tech
thing is what I'm
savvy.
getting.
So
Right.
he's more likely to use drones anyway. But assuming he's
Right.
coming at you in a physical sense, like, he's in his normal attire,
You
you're
would
seeing him a
spot,
mile
I mean,
away.
a good old one-eye purple suit. The
Yeah.
national icon of Amaterasu. No.
Honestly, he could be the mascot. That's not
He
even a
could!
lie. He really could
For
be.
being the CEO, he could definitely be the
Could you
mascot.
imagine if that's a twist, right? Imagine he's not actually the CEO, he's just the mascot who killed the CEO. And he's just
that'd be
claimed it
awesome.
like it was like Hunger Games or some shit.
And Hell Smiles just going with it, just like, yeah, whatever. Sure.
Yeah, it's not. He doesn't care. He gets.
doesn't care.
He
It's
gets
not
more,
challenging
What
his
if he gets
power.
more things? Like, what if he gets more access to do brutality, and it's because of Makoto here, because of a mask.
Right.
Like, he gives him more liberties. But at the same time, that means he has to obey him when he does give him rules. He's like, yeah, dude, I can't let you kill these detectives, okay? They're my friends. And he's like, motherfucker, you had to ask one thing, and you asked this.
This city?
Of course.
Okay, hold on. Before I do anything, I need to find this. No, I'm not talking to him. I need to find this, thingy. Where is it? I think it's on the mini map. I think it's over here. I think it's right. Yep, there it is. Yes, I got it. I think that. Hold on, let me check. I think that's her last Gib Gab. No, we still have one more. But we have 4 of Lara's Gib Gabs. Okay, I'm glad I got that. There's no others in here, so I just need to grab that. Alright. Also, how far away... Hold on, I just want to look at this view. Like, how far away are we from the main
Anything
building?
else? Oh,
like,
we can't look. It's just a...
It looks like there's a highway just to this one hotel. And imagine...
I mean,
dude,
to be
what
fair, there's only like 2 ways into the city, ain't there? Or at least one that we know of.
Dude,
because
that
this is
just-
an island.
Dude, what the hell is his commute? From here to the...
Oh my
like,
god,
if
that's
that's
right.
his...
His commute is by hot air balloon. That's like a 30-minute flight.
Yeah. Also,
He was following us. He saw the first bomb go off from the beginning of the last case, and then started following us.
Yeah.
And it just took the entire case to even just get there. That's all. That's all it was.
Are these melon seeds? So he actually planted some.
That's a surprise. I thought for sure he was bullshitting you.
No, I really didn't think so. He's such an eccentric, and he has enough money that honestly, I don't think he bullshits anything if it's that easy.
I heard there's a secret lab somewhere in Kanai Ward.
Wow! You're going there straight out the gates?
I mean, first off, this is Yuma. He's not intelligent enough to be around the bush. But secondly, why the fuck not? We have no reason to assume he's gonna lie to us. He's shown no reason to be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna take a deal from you, you know, where it's like gonna come at a steep cost.
I think immediately like untrustworthy.
Yeah.
So honestly, like, if you're working with someone who's also straightforward, be straightforward. That's just all there is should be to it. Get in, get the information you need,
know
get
about it?
out.
A secret lab, huh? Of course I know about it. I'm the CEO of Amaterasu, after all.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
what
was
we're
that
talking
was kind of
about.
obvious.
He's just
That was
bullshitting
like
us.
if you didn't know it, that would honestly be more suspicious. Because then it'd be like the peacekeepers are running their own secret lab without your knowledge, and that'd be like, what the fuck?
Really?
Of course. Why the fuck, Wendy? If he didn't know this, that would be odder. I feel like Wendy should be like, yeah, you know, like, or not even give a reaction, because this should be the expected answer.
Please tell us about it. What is this secret
Chill
lab?
the fuck out. Why are we like, oh god, dude, someone's gonna die in 30 minutes if I don't get this answer to a bomb. like he's putting so much, he's like saying this in such an emergency way when there's like no pressure. Like there is no reason to be in such a rush. At least, like, unless if they know there's a bomb gonna blow up.
Where is it and what's happening there?
Now, calm down. While I can listen to 12 people speak at once, I have only one mouth I can answer with.
Okay, that's actually a very interesting skill. That's very useful for board meetings. Like, if they're all being childish with their fucking... Like, they're all saying their ideas at the same time, that's technically useful there.
So first, where is that lab, you ask? It's inside Amaterasu headquarters.
Oh shit, okay.
Well, that's like an obvious place for it, you know?
True.
I feel like that should
Wait,
be like,
is he
you know,
gonna... Are we
one of
gonna
the top
find out that
places
the
we
restricted area is Amaterasu headquarters? Because that'd be the most obvious shit ever. Like,
If
what
it is,
that
we
would
write
literally
it.
be
We write
the
it.
most,
We
like,
write it
if you
is.
told me Amaterasu headquarters wasn't restricted, I'd be like, you're lying. No. Like, what is it? Do they give out free tours? Here's the lab where we do inhumane experiments. This is the one where we made it rain all the time. I mean, what? Like, what the... Of course it's gonna be restricted.
Huh?
Inside Amaterasu? It's not in the restricted area?
Oh, about that, restricted area is also known as Amaterasu headquarters because no one's allowed in there.
Why? She strung us along on a whim!
Stop it! We have other stuff to worry about now.
He's just like,
You know, this is what I would expect from. Actually, no. Shinigami, this is what I expect from. I also expect a human not to put together that a headquarters is restricted. But also, if Karumi says, "Don't tell me, is the headquarters restricted?" I'm actually gonna choke her out.
What's
oh,
wrong? Was it so sensible that you didn't expect it? Isn't it rather
Yeah.
obvious?
Yeah.
it
It
is
doesn't
almost
take.
too
It doesn't
sensible.
make her incorrect, right? Like even it was a rumor in the first place. Like this wasn't like a. Oh yeah, she had a file from one of their top elite members. This is a
Amaterasu.
fucking
No, she's going
rumor.
off of rumors from her dead grandfather.
Only internal personnel can enter Amaterasu Corporation.
That
It's
includes
the
me.
most secure place in this city.
So, you could get inside then, right?
Correct.
Of course.
Correct.
But it's
Wait.
not as suspicious as you might think.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. A laboratory in the headquarters, I imagine, would actually be very professional. Like, it's not like it's like a very normal
That's like where
thing.
you would expect shit.
Yeah.
So to be honest,
So honestly, it
yeah.
wouldn't be that suspicious. You'd if you walk into a
Right,
white
it's not
lab,
even
just
much
like,
of a-
hey
like,
Jerry,
honestly,
how's
to
it
have a
going?
secret lab, you wouldn't even have to keep it a secret. You just
True.
Like
It's
it's
not
another
even.
lab.
It's not even need to be. It's like it's only a secret to the public if you don't mention it, and you don't
like if
need
you don't
to
mention
mention
what
it.
goes on in there, like truly, then it's a secret lab.
Please
but
tell
if
us
you
more.
just if like you
What is-
yeah, there's a lab here, then it's not. It's
Yeah,
like,
and they could just say like, oh, we're looking to make renewable resources non-renewable.
Cure cancer in here. Don't
Um,
don't interfere. Cure the cancer going on.
Yeah, they
totally
could just
not
give a
criminal
front.
activity.
You really want to know about the research that badly?
Imagine he says the research for lung cancer, and we're like, no, we don't care about that. I mean, and he's like, no, I mean, we want that to happen. Like, we want the research to go through, but we're looking for the homunculus.
Yes, I do.
That-
First, you must tell me the reason behind it. Why do you want to know about this secret lab?
Because it's the secret behind Kanai's weather.
The reason.
Wait a second. Assuming the weather is related to this experiment, why is a homunculus casting rainfall constantly? Is it like a god or something that's crying, and that's why it always rains here?
Dude,
That would be such a leap for me, because like when I think of
yeah, that
homunculus,
is a leap. I don't
that
know how
is-
your mind came up with it.
well, I was thinking,
I mean, I
like,
can see
well,
it,
how
I
would
can see
how
it.
would a homunculus make a rain happen, right? And I'm like, if we're not going,
I don't remember the homunculus being related to weather. Do you?
no, that's the thing. I think they're just to revive people who are just like basically.
I thought homunculus was.
It was a combining.
It was something
It's
about
whenever you
mutating
combine, I
humans
think, two
or
different
destroying them or
organisms.
something.
Like,
he used it on his assistant to. Helsing used it on his assistant to make her into a cube, didn't he?
well, homunculus, at least I am from Full Metal Alchemist, is basically where you revive people, and it basically turns them not to themselves because you don't have their soul. You just have
Chimera
their.
or Frankenstein. Frankenstein is a chimera, isn't he? Huh. I
Oh.
didn't think about that.
Well, yeah, chimera is like animal combined with human, any kind.
It's just multiple things combined together and then brought back to life.
Yeah.
So,
I think.
is Frankenstein just a human?
Well,
fucking thing?
it wouldn't be a chimera, but it could be a homunculus.
I mean, because a chimera is just other things combined.
No,
other
it's
people
distinctly
combined to
different
make Frankenstein.
species.
Okay.
Chimera is distinctly different species, being like
Okay,
werewolf.
that's the
I think
distinction.
chimeras is like werewolves. Or I remember we had this in
Or-
Resident Evil when it was Resident Evil
Right,
7.
I remember we were talking about it.
But I think when we googled it, it was that chimeras had to have multiple different species,
Animals.
and I think the
Yeah.
names it had to be either 3. I don't think werewolves
or
count.
3.
Is what I can remember. I don't know
No,
worlds
it's
count.
not just them switching, it's them being built at the same time.
Yeah, no, I mean at the same time. But,
What?
yeah.
What is this?
It's food. You take it into the mouth and go nom nom.
I don't think
Did
it's
you
smart to
just
disclose
rock
that
the
it's a
entire
directive
fucking
from the
body?
World Detective
No,
Organization.
Listen to this, man. I got
After all,
special broth
aren't you
made
speaking to the head of Amaterasu
I had
Corp?
chicken.
Oh.
I had
okay.
water in the
I know. I'm here to take advantage of him, not the other way around.
I mean, do we have to take advantage of him? Like, why can't we just be like, because he's shown no reason to be like, to be mistrusted. And he's been giving us the correct answer. He's been telling us straightforward. So like, why are we gonna be like, no, we have to tell him a lie? It's it's like why? No reason for that, bud.
You're frowning. What's on your mind? Don't tell me. I have an inkling. Don't worry. I'm on your side.
Agreed. That's what I'm
If
saying.
you're worried about my wordage, then let me put it another way. At the very least, I am not your enemy. In fact, I believe you detectives may be saviors, who shall right all wrongs here in Kanai Ward. That's why I gave you the submarine, after all.
Agreed.
Right now, I'm trying to.
Actually, no, I kind of get Yuma's suspicion, because, like, it is a random mysterious fellow. So it's like, there's no reason for us to technically trust him. Like, it's not like we know him, and he is a wild card of sorts. But on the same hand, he hasn't done anything to be, persuasive or backstabby, you know?
To investigate Kanai Ward's hidden secrets. I've learned about the immortal monsters known as homunculi. The existence of a secret lab may be related. Could it be that homunculus research is being conducted in that lab? Research on those immortal monsters.
Immortal monsters? Speaking of which, you did ask me what I knew about homunculi.
I just thought about, what if they're working on making golems? That would be kind of funny. Like, if it's just, like, making stone come to life.
Just-
Just immortal
right,
monsters, it's
just
just, like,
making-
stone soldiers.
Homunculus soldiers, right? Of stone, right? Fucking.
No, like, homunculus makes me think it has to be, had a previous life. But what if it's just stone? Like, just inanimate objects you're just
Make
giving
me
life
think
to?
of, like, a previous life. Homunculus just makes me think of like giant creature brought to life.
Yeah. Whenever I think of Golem, I just think of Rock. Like, coming up into, like, a human-like form.
No
Like,
matter
the
how
Rock. Or not the Rock, but, what's that Fantastic Four guy who's made of stone?
The
The Thing?
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think of
Ben
when I
Grimm or
think of a
something like that?
Golem. Like, at least if you're being super generic. Like, if you're going fantasy, then I'm thinking of, like, a giant guy, but, like, if I'm just being super generic, I do think of
Yeah.
the Thing. If I'm thinking of a normal Golem.
strange this town
I think
may
there's
be,
an actual
no such
hero or villain called Gollum, though.
monsters
I believe it.
exist
That
here.
wouldn't be surprising.
No, not really at all.
It's
but,
impossible for that kind of research to be done in Kanai Ward.
What?
The only ones in this city are the people I love. There are no monsters to be had here.
That is... Wait. You love Hellsmile. That is... The city and... are the people...
No, you can't be lying to us, because we did see it. You're right. We saw
It's-
Helsing use it.
It's impossible that kind of research is done here. Just as much no such
So
monsters
this is the
exist
thing that-
here.
He doesn't even, like, he's not even aware of it going on here.
So, is it
Also,
under the
speaking of
Peacekeepers
someone-
then? Are they the one making the homunculus? That would actually
I
be...
guess so. They
It-
must be. Because they're
Assuming...
an independent thing
Yeah.
of, like, Amaterasu, so...
That would explain
If
if he
anyone
doesn't
were
know
to-
about it. And,
Right.
But the weird wordage is that he doesn't think there's any... Like, he loves everyone in the city. Does that include Hellsmile? Does that mean he
That-
knowingly...
right. People you love, you are more blind to those around you also, so it could be
I
a
guess,
reason for
yeah.
that.
It's very interesting. But it would explain that would explain why it's in the restricted area, assuming it's not in headquarters. Because they site. And if they put it in the
Site of
junkyard or
life.
something, right, that would definitely be the last place he looked.
For like a brand new project
Yeah.
as the junkyard? Yeah, makes sense.
But the resistance leader was certain homunculi exist.
What? You tell me what's going on, Alchemist?
It's true. My grandpa told me that kind of research was being done.
Yeah, guys, you know, people only know certain things because they've only taken in certain information,
Yeah.
right?
Like, done through like rumors as well.
And like the same thing you like were saying, like I feel like assuming you should first assume he's not lying and just be like, why would he not know, right?
What
that
about
means it's
this?
not being done.
Right, you shouldn't necessarily like immediately be like, well, no, you're wrong. You should be like, okay, I understand that's what you think, or you say you think that, but here's this
Or
reasoning
even if you
and this
do
reasoning
believe it,
for why we
why?
think
Could,
the
how could
opposite.
that be possible, right? Like,
That's
what's
just
the
a debate.
scenario where that is the case?
Well, it is true that Amaterasu does many kinds of research. Maybe they appear suspicious to those left uninformed.
I mean, true. That is very true. Like, if you think about the kinds of experiments
we
companies
said
do
that was a
without explaining their
possibility as well.
purpose, there could be a lot of suspicious shit.
For example, in regenerative medicine, we conduct research on cell regeneration and develop pharmaceutical drugs. But I've never heard about creating immortal monsters.
Oh, okay.
Then, homunculi don't exist?
Don't fucking... The way he jumps from, oh, I heard this, oh shit, it's not being made, damn,
There's-
we're on the wrong
That's
foot.
what he had. Like, what if they're using the same exact cell department to make the homunculi? You know?
Well, no, my problem is that he
cell
immediately jumps to,
immunity and
you
shit.
know what, you're right, there's
Yeah,
nothing
you're
called
right. There's
homunculi.
nothing here.
There's
Exactly.
no possibility.
That is like I'm agreeing.
That
That's
is
like
not
a
a
dumb jump
detective.
to make. No, it's
Like,
not.
no detective
should
goes
at
like,
least-
oh, the guy, the
Yes,
CEO
you're
told
right.
me it's
Oh,
not
well.
real. That
Like,
must mean it's
imagine
not
if
real.
Columbo, just like walks up to a murderer and be like starts listing all the reasons he thinks that they're the murderer.
And they're just like, nah, dog,
and then
it
they're
wasn't
just
me.
like, no, and he's like,
Like,
ah,
damn.
well, guess you're right.
That's
He
some-
leaves,
that's some
episode
evidence.
ends, credits roll. Fucking,
I can
that's
answer
it.
your question easily enough. However, you won't be convinced, no matter what I say.
Yeah, because they're fucking idiots.
So why don't you go and see the answer for
Like,
yourself?
there's a possibility, like, he's talking about like cell regeneration. That made me like think of like maybe it's because I've been playing
See
Resident
the
Evil recently,
answer?
but it made me think
How?
of like just immortal monsters in that universe, how they're like just homunculi in a
And
way.
I mean, I just think of super soldiers. Like whenever the idea of soldier comes
That's what
in.
Resident Evil is. Because remember Mr. X from Resident Evil 2? Or even Baker from Resident Evil 7?
Yeah.
Those were both just like regular looking humans, not necessarily
Well,
monsters,
okay,
but they
no,
were
I
mostly
definitely get
destructible.
I know why they made that. I get that that's the beginning. But when you say Resident Evil, I just think of zombies, and it's like, and so I immediately think,
Separate virus. Separate
Yeah.
virus.
oh, okay.
There's a T virus makes zombies, and the G virus makes monsters and
Okay,
super
okay.
soldiers.
If you come with
And
me,
then there's
you can get into
plague.
the secret
There's
lab.
other shit. I don't fucking
You could
know.
go and see for
I
yourself.
don't really know anything past 4.
Hold on, isn't 7, or, no, is it 7? The Baker one. Isn't that one all about the V virus, and it's the V stands for, whatever her name is? The girl? The little girl?
Yeah, that's the thing. In Resident Evil 7, it kind of just like revamps the entire series. Like it kind of drops
okay.
what happened in the last couple games and just starts over. And it starts off with like a new virus, which takes
Huh?
place from like
Are
the
you sure?
beginning of the franchise's like the canonical history of the game. Like the events that happen in like Resident Evil 7 and 8 are based off of the beginning of the timeline, I guess.
Okay.
And
He
I
just
don't know,
offered to
just
take
bunch
us
of
to the
stuff.
secret lab, so this is gonna be interesting.
oh shit, did he?
Yeah.
Actually, this is great timing. I was already considering inviting you there.
What do you mean?
We're just the
Well,
next
I
fucking.
can go
He's
into
just.
more detail.
This feels like a trap, doesn't it? Like he's just like, there's no such thing. But here, I'll lead you right to where we said the homunculus,
Yeah,
human
no,
dysmorphic
I
thing
can definitely
is.
see it being suspicious, but at the same time,
Look, we have no reason to suspect
Yeah.
this guy, but at the
Still at
same
the lab.
time, fucking,
The
it feels a bit
coincidence
weird to
is
be like,
unsettling, I
"Let's
will
take you
admit.
to-
The
don't worry.
coincidences.
There is no murder machine. In fact, I'll take you to where the murder machine is.
Yeah.
To prove you there is no murder machine.
However, I can only bring one person. I can't keep an eye on a big group.
This feels
Okay, no.
very
I was gonna
trapped.
say, this is kind of BS because, like, are you saying you could even keep an
Security
eye on
cameras.
2 people? Like, and especially
Right.
if we obey you. Like, we have no reason. Okay, actually, no. Kurumi might actually do her own shit and be like, I have to go information. Actually, wait, is there anyone we know who we could guarantee would follow the rules? Halara. Actually, no, Halara would actually just be like an obedient, like, whatever. You know, like she would just go along with it, and she would be our backup plan if he turns on us. That would actually be the best person to bring with us.
Yeah, Halara would be the better person. That's like immediately, like I said, for everything, like badass credentials or like need for a stressful situation.
The more people
Just call
there
her
are, the
Halara.
higher chance you'll be found
She'll
by the
be there.
peacekeepers.
Okay, actually, that is a better point. But it's only if it was only 2 people, right? Like, especially if one of them could move quickly. Like, I'm not saying we bring an old man, but like, as long as we're
Trying to
spry,
avoid the
right? Like, I don't
just
think
because
2
he has
people is
us,
gonna
or
have
is he
that
like
much.
also just like not
risk.
invited there? Sorry, what?
I was just saying, no, I don't think 2 people is gonna have that much risk. You know?
No, but like he's saying it like almost like he's also trying to avoid their gaze, you know? Like, is he just like not invited there? Or
Ooh,
something?
he could. I mean, if the peacekeeper, he says the peacekeepers would find him, meaning that if Armed Forces headquarters is just being like, maybe it's a coup scenario, and like the peacekeepers have like taken over the headquarters like a castle.
Right. I mean, that could be kind of it because they are separate now. And there's a power grab, like you said.
But it is weird how he talks about the research. Like, it sounds like
That is
he's getting.
also that is making me feel like this guy is more like the end villain kind of thing. Because like there's a power grab between him and the peacekeepers, and only those 2 for now, as we know it.
Yeah.
So by helping him, we're not guaranteed to be like he's really like softening us up, telling us stuff. He's like being overly nice and helpful. Yet he's still Amaterasu, so it does feel like he could just be like playing his cards right.
It's
over
very
there, yeah.
weird because it sounds like he has some solid information about the headquarters, but
not everything.
But he doesn't have access to it at all times, even though he's
Right,
the CEO.
That's what I'm saying. It is like it could be more like that is their area, and he does just not really present there. That's what I'm saying. Like there could be a situation where he's being kept out of the dark about it too, though.
Yeah. I mean, we did just talk about how the peacekeepers could be doing an experiment without his
Right.
notice.
And it does all kind of fit, is what I'm just saying.
Yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, do this over the top screen. If you have any questions, send the comments below or to our Discord server. There'll be links in the description and our about section. The medias are in the same 2 places as they're associated. On the left is recommendation from YouTube, and the right is the series Rain Code in its entirety. And I'll see you next time. Or we'll see you next time, fellow Shades.